Hey guys, it is Monday. It is a busy week. I have an OSCE first thing this morning, which is an exam where there's going to be like pictures on the projector and then you have so many seconds per slide to answer. I think today we have 90 seconds since it's our first one, but the next one it'll be lower than that. I also have a quiz in head and neck. So sorry, the OSCE is for head and neck anatomy, and then I also have a quiz, but that is, I believe, online outside of class. And then after head and neck, normally I would have radiology, but our classes got switched this week because our radiology instructor is not going to be here, so I'll have dental anatomy today instead of radiology, and then I'll have radiology tomorrow. But we also have a practice quiz in dental anatomy that's also done outside of class online. And then after that, I have preclinic lecture, which we have a quiz in class today. So yeah, this week's really busy. A lot of quizzes and tests, and then next week is midterms. So a little stressed out. I also have to be moved out of my house by the end of this weekend, so I'm going to be trying to balance that and trying to study for midterms. But I'm going to head in here now, even though I'm early, because with quizzes and tests, you don't really want to risk being late, because if even 1 minute late, you're not allowed to take the test, and it's an automatic 0. So I will talk to you guys later. I'll keep you updated with how this test goes and these quizzes. So have a good day. Hey guys, it is Tuesday. I did not get a chance to vlog this morning, but I had to run out to get bobby pins for preclinic, so I have a little bit, so I figured I'd do it now. So I came in for open lab, where I practiced some exploring, and then I just looked over like the criteria for the upcoming summatives and formatives that I have over the next 2 weeks. I do have my blood pressure, well, not just blood pressure, it's all vitals. My vitals summative on Thursday. You're allowed to take it today. They actually want some people to take it today, but I just don't feel ready for this one, so I'm gonna wait until Thursday. That, and I have a particularly strict instructor this week. I had her before. Actually, she was my first instructor for our first preclinic session, and I left crying and had an F for the day. So that's one of the reasons I ran out to my car to get bobby pins, because we can get in trouble for like hair hanging down, and there's a lot of different things that you can lose points for. So I just want to eliminate as many of those as I can today. And then we are going to be practicing using curettes with our partners in their mouth. But we're only going to be using like an exploratory stroke, which is like a light stroke. We're not going to be acting like we're removing calculus, because you can damage the enamel if there's nothing there. So that's what we're doing today. And then I did get my quiz grade back from preclinic lecture yesterday. I thought that I completely bombed it, but I got an 80%, which I will take, because I thought that I had like a 73, which would have been considered an F because it's under 75. So I'm happy with the 80. Normally I'm someone that wants all A's, but I will take it if it is passing at this point. But I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. Yeah. Good morning. Today is Thursday, and I did not vlog yesterday. I had a little bit of a busy day. So in the morning, I had to, after getting the kids ready for school, I had to call around to all of my utilities and bills and stuff that need to be turned off since we're moving. And then after I finished that, I did a little bit of studying to try and get ahead on studying for midterms. I studied some dental anatomy, and then I had to go pick my oldest son up from school so that I could take him to his new school for a tour and to meet his principal. And then I had to take him back to school, and then I had to come straight here for my school. And then we just had lecture for preclinic. We went over extra oral exam. We got to practice a little bit on each other, but that was about it for class. And that was the only class I had yesterday. And then I drove home and I did my journal entry. And then I tried to do a little bit of studying, but we were also like moving. So our house is like tore apart. So it was a little hard to study. But yeah, so it was a little crazy day. Now today, I am here for open lab. I have my summative for vitals today. So I'm meeting my partner that I will be taking my test on in open lab so we can practice on each other, because she'll also be taking her test on me. And then I think we're practicing universal curettes and universal sickle scalers on the anterior. Tuesday we did that on the posterior. So oh, I'm sorry. If you're not in hygiene school yet, anterior is the front teeth and posterior are your back teeth. So we will be practicing on basically K9 to K9 on the upper and lower today. But other than that, I think... Good morning. It's Friday. That means radiology lab today. I have no clue what we're doing today again. We don't really get told, and like we kind of have a schedule, but it feels like we've been ahead of schedule, so I'm not really sure where we're at. I think I have to do non-watched summatives for vertical bite wings. No, I already did that. Full mouth series for a 20 and 18. And I don't know what else. Actually I think we're learning bite tabs, which are like PSP plates, where we'll have to take x-rays with that and then put them through the ScanX and process them and learn how to do that. So a PSP plate is almost like an in-between film and digital. So it's like a film that you use with a little bite tab, so you don't have your XCP, and you put that in, and then you take the x-ray, and then that film has to go in a dark like box because no light can touch it. And then we have a ScanX machine that you put it in, and that processes it, and then it turns it into a digital image on the computer, which we can then pull up at our stations. So that's what we're doing today. I forgot. We talked about it in lecture earlier this week. But other than that, that's all I have today. I do really need to study. I also have 2 quizzes that open today. I have a head and neck anatomy quiz and a radiology quiz. That's opening today, and one of them closes tomorrow at 2, so I'll have to take that tonight. The other one I think we have the whole weekend, but I'm just going to take that tonight too. Yesterday I took my vitals summative, and I had told you guys that I was nervous this week because the teacher I had was the one that I left crying on like the first week of pre-clinic, and I had like an F for the day, and I was really nervous to have her again, but everything went fine. I actually got A's both days, and yesterday I got a 98 on my vitals summative, which I was super surprised about but very excited about. So I have a lot next week that I need to study for. We have 2 midterms on Monday, 1 midterm on Tuesday, and then my other midterm, which is radiology, isn't until after fall break, which I don't mind because it's separate from the other one, so it gives you a little bit less to study right now. And then also I'll have fall break to study for that one, so I only have my other 3 classes that I need to focus on studying this weekend. And then I have those 2 quizzes, and then I also have 2 formatives next week as well. I have to take one on Tuesday and one on Thursday, and it is absolutely imperative that I pass them both, because the following week, because of fall break, we only have 1 preclinic day, and that day is the Explorer summative, and you are not allowed to take it if you don't have your formatives done. So if you aren't allowed to take it, when you do take it, it's an automatic 5 points off because it's late, and then you're also behind for all of your other formatives and summatives because everything has to be done and passed in order. So I got a lot to study. Luckily, though, those I study in open lab the morning of. That way it's like fresh in my head, and then I go and I take it. So yeah, got a lot coming up. Also moving this weekend. We got half of the house done so far, so we just have like our bedrooms, the bathroom, and the living room and kitchen left. But some of it is already done. And then we have the workout room done, the garage is done, and the basement is done. So everything that's going in our storage is done, except for a few things from the kitchen. And then everything else is just going to my parents' house where we're moving in. So I have to do that also with like all the schoolwork. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. Hopefully we'll be settled in sometime next week, and all of this stress of moving will be alleviated, and I can just focus on just school. So have a great weekend, guys, and I will talk to you on Monday.